Hello and welcome to what will probably be another kind of vlog thing. Now, this one's going to be a little bit different because there's almost a point to this. I've redone all my desk and stuff, which I know sounds kind of silly and probably irrelevant to you, but it has meant some big differences in terms of the way my mic is set up. It's now actually on the other side of the desk, and it's caused some problems. So I can't be sure, because I haven't heard this back yet. I think I found a bit of a solution. This is normally what you would hear. This is the normal problem. So normally, it's going to sound like this. And like I said, I can't actually hear this back, so I don't know if that actually sounds any different. But the test I was doing earlier, this was a lot worse. But now, I have wrapped things in socks and laid towels out, and things are a little bit better. And they should be in this situation, because I can play around with this audio afterwards as well. So that will kind of fix things. In terms of another form of media that maybe we will get to very soon, I'm sorry, no promises. That's not so much fixable. I mean, it is a little bit, but it means horrible delays, and my webcam's always delayed as it is. So I'm trying to avoid that. But hey, this is going to be a bit of a weird one, because that's really what I'm just trying to test here, but it's just the right point of the year right now that things make a little bit of... I don't really know how to word this at all. Basically, this exact time last year, I mean, I can't be exact to the day because I'm not sure if it is to the day. I'm literally going to die now, aren't I? Or am I... Nope, there we go. Okay, brilliant. Okay, I'm alive. Although I do not recognize this place at all. Exit. I don't want to exit. Man, people have been doing some serious work on this server. So this is the Omniworld server. I'm sure by now most of you are aware of that. But I'm here for a reason. I mean, I've been on here quite a bit lately. The very small amount of spare time I've had, I've been trying to get back in touch with some people that I haven't spoken to in a very long time, and it's been very, 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 very nice. But the point I was trying to make was about a year ago, things were... No, it must have been... Yeah, it's got to have been a year, because my channel hasn't been going for 2 years. Things were very, 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 very different for me. And I remember exactly what I did. I remember this was back, obviously, around Christmas time when I was at university, so... The period over Christmas, I got like 3-4 weeks off. For those of you who don't know, when you go to university, you get a hell of a lot of time off. That isn't to say you don't have to do anything during that time off, because you get given so many assignments to be completed during that time off. But you don't have to go into classes. And so I didn't have to go into classes because it was Christmas and I got a couple of weeks off, and it's brilliant. And what that meant was I could go home and stay with my parents for a couple of weeks. And so that's what I did. But I don't carry my computer with me when I do stuff like that, and I also am not comfortable recording in the same house as people in general, especially not my parents. God, Philip. So I didn't record videos, obviously, when I was there, because not only did I not have my computer, but, I mean, they went to bed like 10, 11, because they still had work and school the next day and stuff. So it wasn't like I really could during that time. Oh, when we get some free time. Right. I bet that sign's been there for so long, because literally nobody gets free time on this server. 135 days. Oh, no, that was when the spider was killed. Is that not? Right, apparently there's no record of that sign being placed. That's how long ago it was. So there you go. But yeah, so obviously I wasn't going to record videos. But I was so into YouTube at that point. Like, this was about 3 or 4 months into my time on this website, and I was getting so into things. Like, it literally consumed my life at this point. And so there was no way I was going to go that many weeks without recording a video. And so what I did was I drove. This isn't going to sound far, because I know you guys are obviously using the internet right now, so that means you're all American and over the age of 60. So to you, it might not sound that far, because you live, like, isn't it typically like 27 days drive to the nearest house to you? You guys live like really far apart from everything, so it probably doesn't sound like that much. But I live like a 45-minute to an hour drive from my parents' old house. And so I drove that whole way about 10 at night because I hadn't made videos for like a few days and I was getting worried about the channel and I just needed to make something. And I drove to my flat, the place that I stayed during uni, the place I live now. And I drove all that way so that I could record a video. And I did it. I recorded, I remember the build as well because I was very proud of it. It was the cabin in the woods. And I remember the video and I remember everything about it. And I don't know why, but something about just this time of year made me think of it earlier when I was cleaning out my flat the other day. I was sorting out my desk. It just made me think of it. And I don't know, the whole... You know, I don't know if other people ever felt this, but when you sort of have a memory, so you just kind of remember all the time around it rather than the exact memory. I don't know if that makes any sense. So yeah, and that's what I did. And I planned out this build, and it was one of the first builds I was ever really that proud of. I made sure it was all perfect, and I was looking at images on Google of real cabins in woods and making it perfect. I was so happy with it. I still am. I think it's brilliant. And yeah, I recorded myself building that. At least, one episode of me building that. We used to structure things very differently when I made videos then. And I did that for like 3 or 4 hours. And I got in the car at like 1 a.m. after waiting for it to render. Maybe it was later than that with the render time. I don't really remember exactly. And I just drove home. I'd left the video scheduled and that was it. And I drove home at like 1, 2 in the morning. And as I said at the beginning, this is going to be a weird video, and I don't really know why I'm doing this. I mean, this was just supposed to be an audio test, but I just feel like talking, and I miss doing this, because I just do. This feeling lately has been kind of weird, and I've really missed just doing things this way, the way we used to, where I could just press record and then just talk and do stuff at the same time, but because I don't really have anything to do, I'm just going to do the talking bit and run around the server I do know how much time on. Let's find out. I could do this for cups. 61 days and 18 hours of playtime. Yeah. So I spent a lot of time on this server. This server was a massive part of my life, and I know that might sound a little bit weird, especially considering some people might not be that into games or particularly playing online. But the people in the community on this server, which actually isn't on right now, it's 4:30 for people there, so I guess school and stuff and work. It was a huge part of my life. It changed a lot for me. But yeah, I don't know why I'm really making this video now, but I am, and it's fun. I've been feeling a bit weird lately because I might as well be straight up. A fair bit of me has been thinking, without making videos recently, there's been a lot less stress about videos, obviously, because I'm not making videos. A good part of me has been thinking maybe that's best. Maybe I don't really need to, and I could just be as happy. But then a massive part of me is also like, man, I really miss being able to stick to such a good schedule and create content for the pure fun of it. I think I turned it into, I don't really know. I don't know what I turned it into. A challenge, basically. It wasn't a case of, this is fun, let's keep doing this. It was, you need to do this by this certain time, and you need to make this happen at this sort of time. And it just became a bit of a challenge, and you killed Moonshadow, didn't you? Weary, I know what you're like. Well, the chicken anyway, not the real moon. It was, yeah. It's a bit of a weird, and I feel almost a little conflicted about it all, if I'm honest. Oh, it's the bush baby. No way. No way. What's in there? Oh, loads of armor and stuff. What's that? Perseus opening. What is this? What is this? I have absolutely no idea what this meant. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's the honest truth. Now I've kind of said it. But I've making a plan. I'm planning stuff with myself, and things are gonna work out. But I've just got this really weird nostalgic feeling about making videos the way I used to, and I don't really know how to get back to it. That's kind of why I wanted to do this. I just wanted to feel the same way I did when I used to make videos, because it was a very different feeling then. I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm aiming for. I think that's what I'm trying to do. I know I said this was going to be a weird video, and I think this has been a very, very strange video. It's been very different to anything we've ever done. I know that for sure. I think this one's a little bit more down to earth, which I don't really do. I kind of just mess about, I guess. But then, obviously, you're here for entertainment, so why would you want anything else? But yeah. So this, for anybody who wasn't around, and I imagine there's a lot of you who weren't around, or especially weren't on this server, this won't make any sense to what we're looking at. This was my first ever, first ever committed build I did on this game. And it's not a lot, but you should have seen this place before it started. So this was one giant desert biome. All of this stuff here, this wasn't me, this is other people as well. This is some of my friends from... I don't know if any of you played IRL. I think it's like pre-installed with everybody. You open that big wooden thing at the front of your house, and it's just outside there. It's a bit overrated in all fairness. But yeah, I did meet some people there. This was the first thing I ever built. This sandcastle. It was just the square, and then this was all sand. And slowly but surely, I started adding little pieces and turning it into grass and. Yeah, it just kind of became what it is. I've got some weird storage system. I had the stuff underneath. I had loads of little pieces that I ended up taking down. I had that stupidly OP chicken farm that I had to get rid of because everybody who lived around here couldn't play because every time they logged on, it was just pure lag. Nobody could do anything because there was like 12 to 1,500 chickens jumping about in one little block. But that was the first real thing I ever did, and that was kind of a very big. I don't know how to word it. That was a sort of big time in my life. Things sort of changed from there. I met a lot of people on this server. I started speaking to these people a lot more than normal, and I used to come on here, and I'm really not joking. I used to come on here a lot. I would do 12 hours a day, every day, solidly for a good few months. And I just used to build, I just used to do this. We just used to dig and place cobble. And I mean, it's not even that nice to look at. None of these builds are actually any good, but it wasn't the point. Like, it was just so much fun. Just interacting with other people and really getting the feel of multiplayer gaming, which is quite a big thing for me, I guess. It led me to exactly where we are now. So there you go. But yeah, some things happened, some big things, built some things, had a lot of fun with a lot of people on this server, that's for sure. And we ended up building this little town. So it's kind of funny, like, I really, really, really wish I had some sort of screenshots or footage of how this place started, because now this is all you can see. I mean, if you go back to like the first videos, this place here exists, this little walled place. I don't think I'd walled it off by that point, but I'm not sure if anything else did. But you can kind of see it go there. I do have a very short series on OmniWorld that just kind of, I'm going to go back and watch the last video. I wonder how that did end abruptly, I imagine. Because I didn't actually have any plans to end it. I just lost time and just couldn't anymore. But this is pretty much where we started, and things started going here. And then we moved. What is it going to be called? It's underneath the storage. I can get to it like this. We started, 1.7 came out. That's what it was. 1.7 came out. I remember. When did I put a glowstone there? Oh, there's the light problems. This stuff. So I had glowstone around. I think. Maybe that wasn't me. I don't know. 1.7 came out, and that was huge. We got a brand new world on this server. Everyone was so into that. And we came out to this giant area, and I planned to make a safari park. And I still think that would be an awesome, awesome thing to do. I probably should come back and finish that. Didn't get awfully far. I sorted out the entrance, basically. So you got your entrance. This would be the place where everybody queues. And Forbes left me this. No, apparently. In case anyone was wondering. So this was my payment system. I don't know if I can get to without breaking it, but basically, if you drop a piece of iron in either of the, let's just do it. Let's just dig down. I want to have a look. I want to get to it. Let me through. Can I get in that chest? Dirt. That's not what it should be. I don't know how far I can get. Like I said, I don't want to break stuff because I was very proud of this. I mean, it's not a lot, but I was proud. So, if it's not in that chest, what was I using then? Or did I have it set up as dirt to start with? I guess I must have. Well, let's find out. It should work with dirt then. So if I drop dirt in, there we are. That opens up. And if I put one in either, it would have worked. This is what took me loads of time. And then there's a pressure plate, so when I walk over it, it closes off again. I then have this thing. This was, I think it was Mumbo Jumbo's design, but it's just so good. It's a minecart. You get in it, and it starts moving, and puts out another minecart for the next player. How good is that? So you don't even have to do anything. It's so good. And we built this first area, and that was kind of it. That's where the series ended, I believe. I just ran out of, I say inspiration. It wasn't really inspiration, it was ideas. I just couldn't think of how to actually do anything. It's just, I don't know. But then I moved up here because I decided I could just have a hidden space. After that period, I don't really know why I'm telling you this. I don't know if anybody really is interested. But after that period of time, I only really came on here to moderate, and so I had my little sky base that people couldn't get to, and I could just hide away and moderate up there. And there was a reason I was coming here though. It was this. In fact, let's get the full experience here. It was this. This is exactly what I was talking about in the very beginning of this video. This was the build that I remember sitting here and doing. I don't know why I remember it so well. I really don't. It's just such a strong memory, and I don't know. I really I definitely miss the way things used to be with videos and stuff. Yeah, this was my build. I was so proud of this. I still think it's awesome. My little wooden cabin. It's got a chimney on it and everything. Don't really know if you can get a good view from it on any other side. Got a bit of a broken tree. Just I'm gonna try and break into my favorite house. Get out. Oh, I'm vanished. Yeah, this is my wood cabin I made all on my own, and I was very proud of. And if we go inside, it's even got the giant painting. It's got loads of stuff. I was very, very, very. In fact, I also remember. So I might just repeat myself because I know whenever I change pack, it breaks everything. But I was just, I think maybe the Christmas pack is half the reason why I started remembering this as well. I'm almost definite we had the Christmas pack on. Almost definite. Yeah, this was the thing I was talking about at the beginning. And like, look at it. It just looks so simple now, but I was very, very, very proud of this. One of my favorite things I did. Yeah, and that's a short, I guess, almost tour of the last few years of my life. That sounds really weird, but it's weird. I'm just very happy this server still exists, because there are a lot of places like this that just bring back instant. It's not memories, it's periods of time. You know, it's just it's nostalgia, I guess, but it's just I don't know how to word it. I don't remember things. I remember being in that period of time. It's very strange. I want to go all the way. I don't know if I can get to. I probably can. There's probably a warp command. But we dug out a whole sand biome, desert biome, the whole thing, so that Omni could build the capital. I don't know if I can still get there. There might be a warp. Maybe. I hope there is. Oh, is it warps? There we are. I know you could still get to it, but I don't remember how. Right, I'll cut that because that was kind of pointless. But yeah, this was it. This used to be a giant desert biome. Used to be. And we used to be allowed to come through here to help Omni dig. And there was lots of rules about it because some people. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know if my render distance is going to handle it. It couldn't before, but yeah, this whole place used to be a desert, and Garnet filled a lot of this in with grass. This was kind of after I disappeared a little bit. But I remember digging this part out, and we went for hours. There's still some left that side. But I mean, this was a good maybe month or two of work. I mean, it was a lot. It's hard to really see it now because it's all level and filled with grass. That probably took just as long. But this thing was dug. Every piece of sand, every piece of sandstone was gone from this biome. Apart from that, apparently, there was a little bit over there. Oh, and this was Garnet's little hobbit hole. This is such a cool build. I really like this. She used to build such cool stuff. There's some little cats. That's so awesome. Yeah, it was. I don't know how I did it, but this is what I used to spend all of my time doing, just digging sand. That's it, just digging sand. Me and I know Rage. There was a bunch of us. And we just used to dig stuff. Ever. This is more what it looked like before it got cleaned up by Garnet. It was just this all over the place. It's kind of awesome, but really hard to get around. Turns out there is some more desert left. But yeah, it was quite a feat. Maybe it doesn't look so big now, but I mean, if you can even imagine, all of this was, well, I guess like that, and now it turned into this and is now back to this. But it was I don't know, it was just a very very different time, and I'd pretty much just build these things. Is any of my stuff left here? Because I did build. It looks like it is, but I don't think it works anymore. No, it didn't work in the first place, I remember. Yeah, my steak and leather house. And I built this big cow farm so that it would work. But it didn't work, because burning mobs on this thing didn't do anything, which is kind of a shame. But yeah, it's just a very, very, very simple cow thing. It's the same one we built on Casual Minecraft. Just built like 50 years before. Can I even get a time on it? No. No history exists for it anymore. Build this little thing as well. Is there even stuff here? Is everyone still? I don't think it's all been stolen by now. Oh, 53 coal. Wow, well, I've been recording for so much longer than I even planned to. I still don't know why I'm doing this, but I do hope somebody got some sort of enjoyment out of this. It was really good for me. It's been pretty fun in a very strange way. So if anybody has made it this far, I do really appreciate you sticking around. Like I said, I know this is going to be a very, very, very strange video, and I don't expect any sort of retention on this video. I don't expect anyone to even really stick around, because this is more just for me. I really hope the audio is okay as well, because I've just recorded 20 odd minutes of it. I probably should have stopped and checked it first, but hey, there we go. So like I said in the last video, I've had a couple of good ideas. If you have any topics or something you want me to go on about during these kind of videos with the vlogs and stuff, please let me know in any way, shape or form. Tweet. I was going to say text. Text me if you can. It will be weird if you manage it, but that's fine. Please don't try. If I don't, please leave me alone, please. But yeah, just get it at me somehow. Mr. L did have the idea of a Q&A, and I do like that idea. That does sound great. So if anybody has any questions about anything, you can go and throw them at me. Although I know we did the Twitch one not so long ago, but maybe you got a new question, or I didn't answer your question. I don't know. If you want to go drop some in the comments, do that as well, and I'll go over them. But yes, I do want to say a big thank you again. I know that some of you probably, well, say probably, some of you are getting a little impatient with the fact that there aren't any streams, and I don't know if you're all actually noticing that there are a few videos, very, very rare. I know, we're talking like 2, maybe 3 a week. Probably even not that, but probably not even that, but who knows. Yeah, I do appreciate those of you who are being a little more patient and understanding, really. I know it's a little unfair, I guess, but I am doing what I can. So that's going to be it. Again, thank you for making it this far. Thank you for being generally just you. And yeah, I'll see you next time.